Well, good morning, YouTube. I wanted to point this out on the 3D and the Emerald Spiral. I think it's another catch. And if you'll look up at the top right, we got 2013, 12, 14 plus 10 days. 3D model here. What is ISON's image doing on the 3D model? 10 days plus 14. That's the Christmas Eve ISON. Okay. I downloaded this here for my QuickTime viewers so I could play it for you folks. Okay. There's the CME. Boom, there's ISON. Okay, these are models projecting to you. ISON is aligned. Uh, you got Maven, which is making a direct uh, interception there. Supposedly, if ISON is gone. And I understand there's a friend of mine who says, stop talking about ISON. He tends to believe it was a ship of some sort, and could be, some of the early pictures of what ISON looked like incoming, or there could be a lot of different things going on out there. I think ISON is a cover for, uh, for whatever nefarious things that could be going on out there in space. And I don't want to sound uh, too far out, but we think we all know that our solar system is not a wasted, empty space. Um, and those people that want to believe in aliens, sorry, these guys are not our friends. They have not proven to be our friends, nor are we proven to be pretty friendly with each other. But, uh, you know, there was a similar, and this is why I kind of want to send out a little bit of a caution, is that, Hale Bopp, had its followers thinking it was a ship, and they all didn't meet a good end. So, um, I'll believe it when I see it. And, about a mothership coming in, and it could be uh, a lot of different events at once. But here we go. I've never seen this here with ISON showing up now. Maybe because it's so close to Earth at this time, and they're choosing to put ISON on there. Okay, remember where this comes from. Okay, down at the bottom, you see that? Okay, and they've been really putting a lot of different things on this particular chart and model. And but they are putting it on the 3D as it gets this close to Earth. Some people are saying, 50 million miles away. Well, it's got a tail of 40 million miles and maybe even 50 million miles. And all it takes is one 1 mile object. ISON was much bigger than what NASA was saying of 3 miles. And, people may want to argue. But if it broke up in many pieces, even a half-mile object would change Earth forever if it hit the ocean and or land. A 1 mile object is a definitely life changer. So they are now putting ISON on a 3D map right at the very end. Uh, so let's see, if these people out there are saying there's no more ISON or that it's something else. Now, the earlier pictures did make it look like a ship, okay? Perhaps, those earlier images were images of maybe something else. And then they show you something else. And then they show you something else all the way through. You see what I'm saying? They keep wanting you to look in certain directions. And just remember who's supplying these images to you. And really with little or no explanation. But I haven't really been wanting to do too much on ISON because of the other attention that needs to be paid out there with what's going on with our sun, what's going on with our space weather, our electromagnetic shields. SO just put out a great vid, about that. And if our shields went down 5% in 10 years, it keeps trending downwards. we're talking about, you know, I mean, you wouldn't be able to even grow things after a certain point. I mean, the shields are down, you know, um, and wicked and wild weather. It's because space weather equals Earth weather. But I wanted to really kind of point this out to you and play it out again. Sorry to be so boring and not supplying some action there. See me get hit from behind. Wacko. Okay. But whammo. Normally they'll hit out here, but it comes back out from behind. Right at ISON though. See the direction? Right at ISON. Okay. Again, this model shows it going away from ISON. I'm just curious. But you look at the 3D model, boom, ISON. Where's ISON? Okay. So I think there is a body that was left over from it, and there is a very big, huge debris trail. Okay, guys, that I think the Earth will have to look out for, and it will do more than just put pretty lights in the sky. The moon, I think you guys would want to pay attention to because it's up there too, and if it's hit with an object that would be intended for Earth, that would be like a half mile or mile across, a large piece of it. You need to understand also about the Earth's gravitational magnetical pull, with the shields also going down as well. But when we had those Sumatra earthquakes, it sped up the Earth and actually increased the magnetic pull or gravitational pull of the Earth and speeding up our days. So that could explain why we are seeing more or than usual activity here on Earth. When we talk about fireballs, talk about asteroids, uh, etc. And of course, we are going when we go through these fields, is our troposphere and stuff is going to burn it all up. With the increased amount of gravitational pull, it spends less time in the upper atmospheres of objects, and the more likelihood they're making it down to the lower atmospheres, where the sudden change in temperature, because they're traveling so rapidly, causes them to explode, like the one that happened over in Arizona. Please, if I'm incorrect, thumbs me up or down on that one, but I believe that's making some sense, guys, okay? Uh, those things are not burning up in the atmosphere like they used to of the days of old. We've got a collapsing atmosphere with a collapsing magnetic field, with a cooling troposphere, with a cooling or less energy from the sun directed at Earth. So we've got it directed at ice. And let's play that again. Everybody wants to talk about, oh, the sun's doing this. Well, it's actually not doing as much as we had hoped or thought it would, not hope, but uh, it's not doing what it was first projected, but we're having these type of phenomena. Okay. And which allows these things to be of concern. Okay. And especially, you don't even want something the size of a truck at this point encountering uh, the Earth or the moon, or even past Earth, other planets. Mercury's susceptible. We're talking Venus is susceptible. Uh, See, we got Venus here, we got Earth here. Okay, ice is coming out here. Uh, Mars again. I would say from the trip going this way, there could have been some ejecta particles still going out there. So Mars, you may still have another treat in store for you. We're going to have some unique planetary alignments that will create some interesting forces out here as well. But yes, think about that, folks, about why we're seeing more. And it's because there are more out there, and the increase of gravitational pull of the Earth too. Uh, and what's going on with the sun. I mean, it's a lot of things you got to really think about. But now they are putting ISON in the 3D model of the 10-day out. Okay, from 1214. Go ahead and play that for you again. See, it's not there until beep. So is this 10-day out and beyond something that they are concerned about? You know, ISON may not be a comet per se, but it could be one heck of a debris field. You know what I'm saying? And technically, they're not lying to you. I still think there is a nuclei uh, that could be a direct threat to Earth. I don't think so, being that far away. But the other, what's left over of it, we will see all the way through to February, actually. And I'm telling you what, you guys should also be looking out the other way. There's more out there. Uh, so just keep your eyes tuned to the skies, guys. Your redemption is drawing near if you are a believer, and I hope you are. And, I really love the Lord, and I hope you guys do too. Uh, is This is not for entertainment purposes. I take my um, ideas seriously, and I really enjoy the feedback that I get. Even if all your trolls want to come and give me feedback, please do. uh, would always like to learn a few things, huh? Okay, if you think and I'd love to be taught some things. So please leave comments if you like. Um, and I do go out to the other sites too to have good conversations with the good folk that's out there, and I love what I get from you guys in my inbox. Thank you very much, and my several new subscribers. Thank you very much again. If you enjoy what I put up, I know the mine have been lengthy, but and a little bit boring. But you got to admit, bleep, you're not gonna see this anywhere else. These little catches, and my explanations, I think, of why we're seeing more. It's not just a debris field, it's the way that the Earth is bringing these suckers in as well. Normally, the Earth could repel or burn up. You'd see it up in higher altitudes, but now we're seeing lower altitude fireballs slash meteorites. That one boy who got struck, in the ear and needed to be uh, stitched up, you know. What's the odds of that, And those things are making it through. Uh, and it was meteorite. They found meteorite fragments, and so the little boy was struck. So those little pieces that may start a little bit bigger, but it's making it through. And I think one reason for that is that our ionosphere is already pretty much electrically charged too. And when they manipulate temperatures in between the layers there, all the way up, that could make some changes that allow for this material to make it through too. So that's just another thought for you as I'm coming up on 13 minutes. Didn't expect this one, but this is for a quick morning video as I'm going to spend some time with my family here and later on have some scrambled eggs and sausage, and it's the way I like to eat. So I hope you enjoy your Sunday. If you're going to the TV side assembly to the watch your morning church shows or radio shows or YouTube shows or whatever shows you want to go on. We're talking about the 5013Cs, but I don't want to talk against the Lord's anointed. I just like Christ being preached, Christ and Him crucified, and your salvation. So that's being done today all over. Well, peace out, guys. Love y'all.